Why your reading goals aren't the problem, your method is. Yes. Happy New Week. Welcome to the Speed Reading Short Break series, and today we're already on day 11. Another week to have back-to-back Monday to Friday, 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. Speed Reading Short Break series. And today we have Choco Leisha as the first person to join us. Welcome everyone here. Good afternoon to you. Hi, my name is Leslie Grace, the founder of the Smart Speakers Academy and the one conveying this message of Speed Reading Short Break series. Hi, Jessie Ho, and the one who wants you to read more than you've ever thought possible. Good to have you here too, Leisha. Okay, and I want to let you know that it's possible, absolutely possible, no matter how busy you are, to read a book a week or year round. Yes, I said so. Okay, let's have this conversation. A few days, when I was thinking about the Speed Reading Short Break series for this week, the team and I looked for it. Oh, sorry, Choco, you were waiting for us. We had a little bit of a network glitch, so we're about a few minutes late. Hi, Vida, I see you. So, it's a few days to June, the 6th month of the year. And when it gets to like half the year, professionals tend to do a reflection, tend to review their year, how has it been. And I know that for most of us, we had plans at the beginning of this year, how many books we're going to read. At least an average professional had like 12 books to read this year. Someone still reached out to me to say, Coach, I don't even know that you have the solution. Now that I know you're the solution, come and help me. I want to read the books. I don't know what. I say, you know what? Let's not even go and get new books. I don't even want to give you my recommended, because of course we have recommended book list. When I read books, there are books I put aside to say every professional will need this book. Hi, Ogechi. But then I said to her, I said, let's begin with the books on your shelf. So I can tell you, I can relate. Hi, Has, babe. I see you. I can tell you for free that if there's one thing professionals struggle with, is the shelves full of books unread. So today we want to have that conversation. Your reading goal is not the problem. So stop thinking. Some people are thinking, is it that my goals are too much? Is it that I cannot fit it into my busy lifestyle? No. I want to show you something. Now, you are not lazy. You are just doing something that would require a new method, a new you, a new system. It's not your discipline, it's your design. So discipline is not just it. On what design is your discipline running on? Let's unpack what's really been holding you back and why a weekly system might be the mental breakthrough that you didn't know you needed. At the Book Bingers Booth, our inner circle program at the Smart Speakers Academy, for instance, Mondays are the days. Mondays are the days where we get to say Happy New Week and Happy New Book. It's always fun on Mondays because it's a system that has been designed for you, that weekly you get to know that high grip paid by grace. I see you. Gripped by grace, I guess. I see you. So it's a system that has been designed that makes every week count. I want you to know, dear professionals, that life happens weekly. Your growth should too. Your mental muscle growth should grow weekly as well, because life happens weekly. Employees get paid weekly. I've had some team members who prefer their payment weekly, and the organization has had to pay them weekly as well. Churches teach new sermons every day, every week, every Sunday. Services are held weekly, right? Babies in the womb attract weeks. I'm sure that some mothers can relate. You go to the hospital and you want to know how many months, and the doctor says, no, we count it by weeks. I was shocked too to hear that fetuses are being measured in growth by weeks. Mothers, can you relate? Let me know in the comment section. Most fitness plans also follow weekly spills. Even therapy sessions are done weekly, bi-weekly. Payments come in weekly. Most growth systems are tracked weekly. If they give you a milestone to cover at work, they definitely will require a weekly report. Almost all organizations runs on weekly report. Now, the question is why? Why do we have a 7-day? Oh, thank you, Harris Babe says yes. Thank you. Okay, now this is because humans evolve in 7-day cycles. That's what I want to show you today. Humans, pregnancies tracked weekly. Thank you. Thank you. So, what happens is your biology as a human and your psychology are wired for weekly renewal, right from when you were merely a fetus in your mother's womb. You were already being wired for weekly renewal. So what happens if you feed your brain with a new book every week? Can you just pause for a minute and imagine it? What will happen to you if you feed your brain every single week? This week, I'm reading an amazing book. Let me show you. for joining this live. I'm showing you for free. And you know the books I read, right? They're one of the best. Like book being, just look forward to seeing the books I read. Here, this is the book I'm reading this week. The Leader Who Had No Title. And it's by one of my favorite authors, Robin Sharma. If you've read the book by Robin Sharma, let me know in the comment section. Robin Sharma is a right hand mom. Anyway, let's continue. That's an aside. Now, I just wanted you to picture you being able to read a book a week or year round. Guess what will happen? You don't just learn, you evolve. You grow every single week. The weeks are counting. Now that we're getting to the middle, the 6th month of the year, you're not feeling like, hey, another year is running by. What have I done with my life? I'll be showing you 15 reasons you've not finished the book, even though you wanted to. I know that you had those goals at the beginning of the year. Oh, 12 books at least, minimum. Some of us had 24 books minimum this year. I've been hearing about this reading thing. I don't know why. And you're just, before you start blaming yourself, calm down. Let's have this conversation on why it's been difficult. I can assure you that so long as we can identify why, then we can get to what. Let's go. Number 1 is you are still rereading one word per word like a school assignment. That's the way you were taught reading when you were age 6 in primary school. But however, as a professional, you cannot read word by word and be able to finish a book a week. It's not possible. That way, you're not going to achieve it. You will just be going round and round in circles. Hi, Susu. Number 2, you haven't been taught active recall or visual chunking. Active recall and visual chunking are a key part of our curriculum for the Speed Reading Masterclass coming up on June 20th. Have you registered for that class? We're going to be learning about active recall and visual chunking. You cannot be at the place of reading a word per word and expect to finish a book a week. The book I'm doing this week is almost 200 something pages. Amidst my very busy schedule, I'm going to sit down, each of that book, do an active recall, go through the process of the book Bingers Booth. We have like what we call a system we call a book breakdown. Hi Florence, I see you. And all of this together I'll be able to actually finish that book, High Cozy Essentials. So you haven't been taught active recall. It's something that you need to learn. And the interesting part is for those at the book Bingers Booth, as I'm reading this book, they're going to have access to it as well. They're going to have access to it in what we call the book breakdown system. So as I'm done, I'll get it to them and they'll have access to it. That's the beauty. I too have access to all the books of all the book bingers in the system. What is system to be exposed to? What is system to be able to access? Okay. All right, let's continue. Number 3, you don't have a daily rhythm. So life crowds it out. You've not created a rhythm. Now I understand. That's because your time is crucial. You have a lot on your plate. You have a lot on your table. You're a mom, you're a wife, you have kids, you are an engineer, you still have to go to work at the hospital as a doctor, you're a teacher, you have a lot on your plate. Now that's why one thing we do in the inner circle, the book Bingers Booth of the Smart Speakers Academy, is that, okay, Kuzi, yeah, I see you. All right. One thing we do is that we ensure that we give you what we call the 10 T's of time management framework. Sorry, we do not teach that outside the booth. We give this to all professionals because I know that one of the greatest pain professionals would be, oh, I do not have the time. Oh, I'm passionate about this reading, but what do I do with my time? So we give them a 10T of time management framework that they work with. And any professional, I tell you, with that framework will be able to find the time to actually read daily. Now, not having a daily reading rhythm would mar your goal and your targets to read daily or finish a book a week. It was distorted all. Number 4, you pick books emotionally, not strategically. This is why you're struggling to read. Your friend picked up a book, you just got interested in that book, and you just, boom, you collected the book. And soon, your interest starts to fade. Let me say this, right? As a busy professional, you cannot just read books. What you read now is books by authors. The authors that interest you, that you have love for, that you have some sort of attachment for, and the books that are going to grow you practically at the particular phase where you are. One of our book bingers reached out to me today. She said, I know that you will always say pick books that that hit you strategically at the very point where you are. I said, okay, that's it. You already know they had a conversation around what she wanted to get clear about, right? But the point is, as a professional, you need to pick books strategically. There's a book for you. and there's a book that's not meant for you, no matter how emotional appealing that book is for you. Right? This is one thing we teach in our inner circle program. So you have all the time. You cannot read all of the books. And you do not have all of the time to actually read every book before you now discover what's for you or what isn't. Let's give you a framework to identify the book that is suitable for you now. And that's why the beauty is that you have 52 weeks in a year to cover 52 books. So you can actually spread your tentacles. What we do is that we have a 10S framework that we use. A 10S framework that we use to help you cover up the 10 areas of your life. So you have 50 weeks divided by 10. So you can actually do 5 books per area of an average professional's life. As you are, there are 10 aspects of you. We've already done the breakdown for you. We've already done the whole template for you, and we give it to everybody once you join the Book Bingers with our inner circle program, because that way you can actually pick books strategically, not just emotionally. Number 5, you try to read when tired, not when sharp. If you understand, hi Esther Ogedegbe, I see you. Thank you for joining us. Once you identify that this reading is a struggle for you, please stop reading when you're tired. That's your energy peak moment, right? That's where you should fit in your reading. Again, you would need the 10 T's of time management that we use at the Book Bingers with the Inner Circle program of the Smart Speakers Academy. It will be key for you to identify, so you do not have to fall into the trap of reading when you are tired. You need to read when you are still sharp and energized. Number 6, you treat reading like a side hobby, not a success ritual. How do I join the Inner Circle? Okay, Kuzi Essentials, send us a DM. Just use the link in our bio. You see our WhatsApp number. Send us a DM and immediately you'll be given details. Okay, or send a DM as well. You can send a DM right now and we'll reach out to you. The team will also reach out to you. Susu, please reach out to Kuzi now. The team will reach out to you now as well. Okay, so some of us treat reading as a side hobby, not a success ritual. See, I have not seen one billionaire that is not a book binger. I haven't seen one. Anyone who made their wealth legit, oh, you're welcome, Kuzi, made their wealth legit, made their wealth clean, not one is a reader by accident or reader by when I have the time. It's a ritual for them. They actually find the time, they create the time to actually read daily. So it's something that should be a part of you. When I read Homeless to Billionaire by Andres Pira, hi Afro Hair, I see you. Thank you for joining us. I was like, whoa, books are a thing, right? And that's how Andres Pira was able to move from homeless to billionaire by books. And in that book, interestingly, he talks about an interesting book. I love to do book reviews, by the way, but that's not what we're here for. He talks about an interesting book, The Secret. And I went to look for The Secret to also read that, because that was a book he was given that made him move from homeless to billionaire. I haven't seen one billionaire. I love to study autobiographies a lot. I haven't seen one biography, one history of a billionaire who is not a book binger. So you should stop treating reading as a pastime, as a side hobby. It's actually a success ritual, especially if becoming a billionaire, becoming the top 5 in that your field is a thing for you. No matter your field, no matter your field, reading should be a success ritual for you. Number 7, you do not track your reading, so you feel zero momentum. Track your progress. The good thing is slow progress is still progress. Even if you've done 5 books this year, you can still track your progress, because that's what will give you the momentum that you need to continue. I have reading journals that I use, so I can actually tell you. The good thing is at the Book Bingers, we even do the tracking for you. We keep your record. Today is Monday now. We're going to give you a record of every book binger of last week. So we're keeping the record. It's such a beautiful Mondays book. We just look forward to Mondays. It's a beautiful day because there you get to see that, oh, this is what I've been able to do. This is what I've been able to achieve. This is where my struggles were. Most importantly, you get to see that others are doing this thing. That's the beauty, community power, right? Okay. Number 8, you forget what you read, so books feel useless. You forget what you read. See, recalling is a process and is a product of note creation. You need to stop copying notes. You need to stop making notes. You need to now start creating notes. This is one of the things we teach in our Inner Circle program. If you are not doing note creation, the system we have in our Book Bingers, for instance, makes you to do something we call a book breakdown. That is a way to actually keep anything you read in long-term memory. It keeps it for you forever. Now, research shows that whatever thing you're hearing today, in the next 24, 48 hours, it keeps dropping. You keep losing some of it. But that's why reading daily is your advantage. Because the moment you train your brain to know that, oh, we're doing this every day, it gets to a point where you hit the peak where it never gets to forget anymore. What a beauty, right? Okay, number 9. You think deep reading is equals to slow reading. False. That's not true. Deep reading is not slow reading. Deep reading is actually reading with skill. The most important skill, which is speed reading skill. Number 10. You are not afraid of a reading community. You're not a part, I beg your pardon. You're not a part of a reading community. See, let's not even overstretch it, right? If you're not a part of a community, you are swimming upstream. The truth is, you are who you are based on the 4 people, 5 people closest to you. You are who you. Humans are community made. What you can achieve, what you can do, who you cannot be, all this is not possible. This thing you're saying is not, you have not been to a community where it's a reality. The moment you join a community where it's a reality, you stop arguing and seeing that it is. You keep saying it's like being in a billionaire club. You keep thinking it's impossible to make billions daily until you join them and you see that it's possible. It's like a parent who is still arguing, no, it's not possible to do parenting as a busy mom. You cannot. When you join my Mentors Academy, the Intentional Parent Academy, you stop arguing. People who are busier than you, who are actually walking this path as a reality. It's like saying to Usain Bolt that it's not possible to cover 100 meters in that short time. You've not been in the community. Usain Bolt has been in the community, interestingly, of athletes. He's seen athletes do this, so he believes it's possible. You're actually running short if you think that something is impossible when you haven't been in the community to see that it is possible. Now, if you're struggling with reading, one major reason is because you're not amongst readers. That's why. Number 11, you've never had a reading coach teach you how to read faster plus retain more. See, if you're succeeding in your marriage, it's because you have a marriage coach. If you're succeeding in your career, you have a career coach. You're succeeding with your gym structure, you wanted to do more exercise this year, you got a coach, right? That's what makes it easier. You want to read more, you need a reading coach. And hey, I'm here for you. I want to show you that it's absolutely possible to read every day all year round. I want to show you that this skill is possible. I'm passionate because I struggled for years not finishing a book in a whole year. Yes, I was there. I had years where I did not finish one book. Today, I'm doing it back to back, year by year, one book, 1 week, minimum. And I've seen book bingers who have come and they're even running faster. Some book bingers are doing 2-3 books in a week. Busy people. I'm talking about busy people, really busy people. Okay, so that's one reason you're struggling with your reading. Number 12, you don't have a feedback loop, so you don't see where you're improving. Again, that's why community is superpower. Because with community, you have a system. With a system that's been created for you, you can have that feedback loop that you need. Hi, Elusa Florence. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us, okay? All right, number 13. You are trying to read daily around people who scroll daily. You are trying to read daily amongst people who scroll daily. You need community. We cannot even overemphasize. Number 14. You still think books are a luxury, not your operating system. See, books are your operating system. Your brain needs upgrade daily, every single day. Now, this is why in our Inner Circle program, one thing they hear me say daily is that a day without reading is a wasted day. It's like a cliche. It's like a mantra for us in the Inner Circle. We run with it. A day without reading is a wasted day. See, if you run with this phrase, right, you will not be in a place where you're thinking it's not possible. Every professional does at least 10, 20, 15, 30 minutes on social media daily. So how are you saying you cannot read daily? Let me help you. Let me help you structure your time and show you that it's absolutely possible. Okay? Final number 15, you've realized this truth. You have realized this truth now and you are yet to take action. You need to take action. You need to take action. See, books are billionaires' bodies. I've never seen a billionaire who isn't a book binge. I've not seen one. And I just want to show you a few billionaires around the world, and I want to show you how their reading is voracious before you go today. Bill Gates Bill Gates is age 69. I don't know how old you are, but he's approximately worth $113 billion as of this year, 2025. Of course, worth more than that, because most times what they are quoting is really nothing close to how much they are worth. Now, he's the co-founder of Microsoft. He's a computer guru. He's the founder of Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the co-founder, and all of that. He's done impact through his foundation. He's done a lot in education, poverty alleviation, planning to donate nearly all of his wealth by 2045. He has some wild dreams. But guess what? Bill Gates, that you've been hearing from probably how many years ago, do you know that Bill Gates reads 50 books yearly? Go do your research. Yes. See, people are a product of their habits. Their results are a product of their habits. It's no far-fetched. It's not any different. Show me your habit and I can tell you the results you will have in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Bill Gates does a minimum of 50 books yearly. Shocking, right? Let's look at Warren Buffett. You know about Warren Buffett, right? Age 94. Net worth is funny, $168 billion as of 2025. Of course, it could be more than that. He's known as the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway and renowned for his value investing philosophy. But guess what? Let's look at Warren Buffett's reading habit. He reads and spends about 5 to 6 hours daily reading newspapers, financial reports, and books. And he keeps saying that knowledge builds up the compound interest. So all of the money he makes with investments and all, knowledge is what is building up that compound interest for him. Let's look at a very much more younger person, Elon Musk. Elon Musk is 53. His net worth is around $419 billion. Yes, you heard that. $419 billion. Billionaire. He's known as the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, instrumental for advancing electrical vehicles and space exploration. His impact, Mark's ventures aim to reduce global warming and establish a human presence on Mars, pushing the boundaries of technology. He's doing a whole lot. But guess what? Let's look at his reading habits. Elon Musk is an avid reader. Guess what? When he was asked about the Tesla cars, Elon Musk said, I built those cars by books. Absolutely. He's an avid reader and he's been reading since childhood. Musk reportedly reads about 2 books in a day from his teen age. And he reads on various disciplines. And he attributes most of his success to voracious reading. Yes. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey is 71. Excuse me. Net worth about $3.1 billion and all. Known as a media mogul, talk show host, actress, and all of that. Guess what? Oprah credits books for much of her success and has been a lifelong advocate for reading. I also understand she has a book club, by the way. She does a lot with her reading and all of that. Last but not least, before we go, Coach Wendy Ologie, yes, my mentor. My mentor is one person that has influenced my reading a whole lot. When I heard her say she does 4 to 6 books a month, and oh, by the way, yes, she's a billionaire, unarguably. I heard her say she does 4 to 6 books in a month, and she's busy. Running the Intentional Parent Academy is no joke. I've been there, I've seen it, I've seen how the system runs, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? And someone who does all of that can still find the time to read 4 books to 6 books in a month. See, the truth is, the weekly book loop is a reality. Hi, A&M. The mental operating system of high performance is their brain. Reading 1 book a week isn't just about speed, it's about structure and self-mastery. Each week becomes a thought upgrade, a language boost, a confident workout, a mental rest, a strategic edge. You just become more ahead of your peers. The good news is you still have 30 chances this year. We still have 30 weeks to go this year. Yep. What are you going to be doing with your 30 weeks to go? It means that you have 30 mental rewires to do. It means that you have 30 confidence boosts to do. It means that you have 30 chances to take back control of your mind and your momentum. No, you haven't failed. You've just been trying without a map without a method, without a community. One thing you want to do is go ahead and pay for the Speed Reading Masterclass. Jump into the inner circle of the Smart Speakers Academy. Let's be that method for you. Let's show you how. Let's show you, give you a map. Let's be your community that can support you. This is not just leisure reading. Books are your brain food. This is that generation that books are a big deal, because we live in the generation of the mental muscle. Yes, and one thing that books will do for you is, of course, become your dumbbells. This is how we lift comprehension, confidence, clarity, leadership. It's how you boost it. Now, this is the mental gym era. Yes, you want to go to the gym to build the physical muscle. You also need to go to the gym. Consider the Book Pages with our Inner Circle program your brain gym, where you go in to build your mental muscle. You are not too far behind. You are just one decision away from making the second half of 2025 the best year for you yet. Do not wait. June 20th, we'll be having the Speed Reading Masterclass. Tag a professional that you know. As many people as you know that are struggling with reading, tag them to this post. Share the flyer with them. Let them know that this course is real. It's possible to read a day. I have tried it. From a place of struggling to read a book in a year to a place where I'm not doing the book weekly, I have seen that it is possible. And it's my earnest desire to see every single... Hi, Love Thiefy. Welcome here. It's my dream and desire to see every single professional read a book a week, at least every single week, all year round. And yes, it's absolutely possible. Thank you so much for joining us today. And if you have questions, you can quickly put in the comment section. Otherwise, we'll be calling it a day for today. It's been fun. It's been great. I know you loved it. Share this live with as many people as you know. Help them come away from the point where they are still struggling with reading. I'm sure that I've been able to share some wisdom points for you that you've been able to see and that you could be able to implement to make your journey even more fun. Thank you so much for joining us. Tomorrow we'll be back 1 p.m. on the Speed Reading Short Break series, and it promises to even be better. Tag someone to join us and follow this page on notification. Every single day we're here talking about how to make your reading more fun, more fast, more interesting. I'll see you tomorrow. This is the Smart World.